What do you think about the boys she's been seeing?
I don't think we should talk about that on this podcast. Not today. I got in way too much trouble, so...
Wait. I want to know why you got in trouble.
Oh, God. He's going to watch this. Please cut all of this. Cut this out.
He said I already orgasmed during sex, even though I don't feel it, and that I should be happy with it.
That's such a guy response.
You've been orgasmed so good for so long. And they've been way better.
Is bestiality immoral?
Yes. What are you talking
100%.
And don't look at the rat when you ask that. Because she was like, why aren't you staying in F1 for very long? I'm like, oh, I have to go to my grandfather's funeral. And she goes, rip.
Well, I didn't know. I don't know what to say. Like, obviously, it's
Not rip.
sad.
And then, Alyssa, your worst one was when they took a wrong fork in the road, right?
What?
There were 2 tunnels.
2 tunnels, 1 train.
Oh.
There's 1 train, 2 tunnels.
No, that
What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 226 of the podcast. What are you laughing at,
What
dude?
are you squawking at?
Sorry.
You're the only one not in costume here. Bird joke, nose joke, boom.
Okay, why do you call Alyssa the bird?
Well, actually, Skylar started it. So essentially, Alyssa is, how would you say, distraught and
mascot?
disgusted at her own nose.
Yes.
And she thinks it looks like a beak. So when she does things that we don't enjoy, we kind of pounce on that insecurity.
That's so fucked up.
horrible.
You guys are the worst friends ever.
So when he
I'm a rat right now.
That was Alyssa.
So when
You guys voted on me being a rat, so I'm going to kind of be throwing some things around.
So when he says there's a running joke of people calling me a bird, it's just the people in this house.
That's what most running jokes I would expect.
For our audio listeners, stay on audio. Please do not look what I look like. And this is what I don't like. You guys come over here like, we've got costumes for you guys. Okay, Jared Corn Dog makes sense. Also,
It doesn't make sense. What do you mean it makes sense?
your corn dog stick keeps poking at me. And I can't tell how attractive. No, lift it up. I'll rat tail you.
I'll throw this on the table, man.
God, I
This
mean,
is bigger.
dude, mine's got that
Jared's
girth.
got some
No,
newfound
but you got a
confidence.
pencil tip, man.
Your
Nobody
my
wants
pencil
that.
tip is the exact like
What do you call
girth
it when
of your
guys
exact
have
stick.
A battle with their
What?
A sword fight.
Yeah, you guys should have a sword
yeah.
fight.
Yeah, we
later.
got to cross some streams right
No,
now.
I don't want to talk to you two because you came in and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting a nice costume. And then you guys dress up and be like, oh, it's just as bad for us. We got sexy pirate and whore
I
wizard.
brought a non-sexy costume, but Zach said no one would get the reference, so I didn't wear it. But maybe I'll.
No, I did. She's like, I'm going to dress as Adam Sandler. You looked like a lesbian? That's all you looked like.
It's exactly what Adam Sandler was wearing. So
She had basketball shorts on and a
with the
Superman t-shirt.
shirt. It's a great outfit, and I will wear it later.
And I know the reference, but that's not a costume.
I was so proud of it. I really put a lot of thought into that one. But you know what? This is at the end of the day. So we were supposed to go shopping for costumes, but we were late as usual.
They forgot their bird at home.
Yeah. And so we had a box of costumes in our house. So it was just very convenient. And these are just the ones that was most fitting for them. So it's just the way things works out.
Why was I the rat?
I think we all know why you were the rat.
I get why animals like to be pet now because I just want to touch my body in such a way that it's not sexual at all. Like
No.
It's just, God, it feels like I'm at home.
Well,
Like I want an owner.
Like,
I want
you
somebody
know-
to put me on a leash and walk me around.
you know how you get head scratches sometimes? Imagine that just all
Everywhere.
over. Oh,
And
God.
that's the thing that I bet Italians love. Because like they're so
Those fucking werewolves.
Yeah.
Hey, be careful who you're talking to.
Yeah.
Are you guys
We're
Italian?
Romanian, or it's much worse than Italians.
When Andrea was a kid,
Oh,
her
gosh.
nickname used to be the little bear.
She called me that. No one else except for my sister called me
Well,
that.
she'd have so much back hair that
I-
sometimes we would take baths and I'd
Just a
draw a
kid.
little artwork in the back.
I did have a hairy back.
Holy
I got
shit.
it lasered, so it's gone
No,
now.
it's not there anymore. It was a face.
It
You
was
had
a
to use
face.
science to de-pet yourself.
Well, actually, I outgrew it, so
That makes no
But I
sense.
was a really hairy baby. I remember my mom told me that. Actually, I'm not gonna.
She was born with a lot of hair in certain places.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
You were bushed up before
I
9/11?
wasn't bushed up. I wasn't bushed up. There was just maybe a little hair or something, and my mom was like, "Damn, you're a hairy baby." But you know what? I outgrew it, so just it's not like that.
You
This is
outgrew
why-
it, so there's more hair.
Okay, this is why I don't. Last time I came here, I said my therapist is telling me to do more things without my sister, and now I remember why I should not bring my sister to these things because we always start on topics like this.
I'm going to hit some intro music. We won't be able to hear it because none of us can wear headphones except for Alyssa. So you got to tell us when it's over.
I just go the whole time.
I do feel like Alyssa looks beautiful today, though. I think it's majestic and the
I just wish you would have worn a costume.
It's done.
Time to plug. If you're on our Patreon, we just got an iPhone, so you guys can text and call us. For those in the Village Idiots tier, we also do drunk episodes. These two are going to come and
You
get
do drunk
blitzed on a drunk episode.
You
I mean,
are?
absolutely smashed,
Now you are.
hammered. They won't even be able to enunciate. They're going to get so drunk. So that's the description. 7-day free trial for spooky season right now. Don't miss it while it's here. And now on to. I hate you guys.
We love you too.
So can we make you guys play our favorite game?
Sure.
Yeah.
You've already
Random
made me look like
question.
this. I feel like I need to find a piece of pizza in a Subway.
We can't go
About
down
accepting
anymore.
who you are and embracing it.
This is not who I am. I was changed into this.
This isn't who I am either.
I
That's
think-
exactly
This
who you
might
are.
be who I am.
I think
As long as you don't bring your stick up anymore, I'm
This
no. What's more like off-putting? If I was to imagine you're in a car garage like with a bunch of cars, and a guy comes up to you with a costume, and he kind of just like lifts. If he lifts,
tail slowly.
yeah. What's
Is the
scarier, that
tail
or his
or
stick?
the stick.
Well, actually, my third Halloween costume was gonna be a flasher, and I was gonna wear a fake Pee-wee, and I was gonna flash it at people. So like,
So your third Halloween costume was you getting arrested.
yeah, no, it's definitely people would not
You were gonna
like
be an
the costume.
uncle?
Yeah, so I actually think like this is like the better version of that. So
Because I look like I'm flashing people more.
well, like if you're kind of okay, it's weird if you do it, but I as a woman, if I'm flashing,
Why
my
didn't
dick
you wear this
around-
costume then? I could have been a sexy
I already wore
pirate.
it once, so I've paid my dues.
We do have a
Because of this
costume
one.
change for you guys later. if
Yeah.
you want.
Oh yeah, we have backup. So when
There's
I put on Adam
more.
Sandler, we have you guys.
We got you guys matching
I think we should tell
costumes.
them. Okay, we'll save it.
Let's just get into your stupid game, huh?
Okay, good time.
Okay, so it gives you questions that are kind of difficult to answer.
I'll answer anything.
Is bestiality immoral?
Yes. What are you talking about?
100%.
And don't look at the rat when you ask that.
I forgot.
There's a follow-up question.
Just because I'm a rat doesn't mean I want to bang one.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not vegan.
So why are you okay with killing animals but not fucking them?
Because I'm not sexually attracted to animals.
But why is it more moral to kill than to do the other thing?
Honestly, because I don't want to stick my thick rat cock in an animal.
Because
Well, no,
killing.
someone would be sticking there into you just to.
A horse, I assume.
Oh my God, it's a Mr. Hand situation.
Well, no, Jared, answer the question. Do you want to bang a horse? Or
No,
what
I don't
was the
want to bang a
question?
horse. How is this even a question?
The question is two parts: is bestiality immoral,
Yes.
and are you vegan? And
No.
it's asking how you're able to justify not being vegan if you're not okay with the first one.
Because I like the way the steak tastes like, but I don't like the way the
I don't
cow
want to stick
coochie
my
tastes like. Yeah.
dick in it.
I'm not trying to get it.
But
I'm not trying to suck on an udder.
hypothetically, if it was your thing,
What if someone likes how animals feel the same way you like how they taste?
Then they're fucked up and they're immoral.
I feel like you are.
How
You,
is
what
this-
side of the fence are you guys on?
I think both are immoral. I think you can say that eating an animal is moral and then say the other one isn't.
Wait, do you eat animals?
oh yeah, all the time.
So do you bang animals?
No, I just think it's immoral that I eat them.
But you also would bang one?
No.
Alyssa, are you banging animals
I'm not banging any animals.
anymore?
No,
Actually,
never.
question. Here, you read this
Well,
one.
how about they? Okay,
Okay,
I don't
wait.
have my phone.
A lion kills an antelope, but he doesn't fuck the antelope.
isn't bestiality when people are banging the animals? Not why? Would
I think it's just in general, like
Well-
if you're banging or you're getting banged,
yeah, but animal on animal isn't bestiality. They're just
they're just normal.
in love.
Well,
Yeah.
technically, we're all animals, okay? And so,
Whoa, what side of the
Well,
fence
you're
you got
not- you're
to lean
not-
on?
This is not.
Don't
this is-
bang handsome.
We're talking bestiality technically is like species to species, right? Humans fucking animals, but then, or I guess we're all animals. Bestiality's wrong. Anyway, I just think
Thanks for clearing that up, bud.
killing them's fine. That's circle of life. That's,
Jared just offended all the vegans in the chat.
I don't care.
I'm a corn dog.
Those low protein bitches.
Whoa, dude.
True. All right. Second icebreaker. What have you done that you are most ashamed of?
Don't say second icebreaker. Like you just met me at a party. I'm dressed as a rat, and you come up and ask me existential questions.
If there's any time to admit to it, would be
How about
when
you
you're-
start off, hidey, hidey, hey, hidey, hidey, ho.
Good one. Most ashamed of.
I keep forgetting there's a bird on your head.
Yeah, I feel like Squeak didn't get a proper introduction to the show, actually, and he sometimes has a lot.
Squeak,
to
what do you
say.
think about?
Can you put him on my shoulder so I
bestiality?
can put him closer to the mic, please? There you go.
He tried to fly the
Now
other
you
day
can
and he flew
share.
straight into a white wall and Andrea laughed.
Was it built by Trump? Who built it?
What do you mean? Who built
Did
the
he-
wall?
It was just.
It was
common
just like
wall.
that wall behind you.
Yeah,
like,
it wasn't
he
trying
just
to keep
flew
out
straight. And
No,
it didn't
no.
come out of
Anybody
nowhere.
out?
He's
No,
just
it was just a regular wall that he flew straight into.
I gotcha.
Oh,
yeah.
squeak.
While we're talking about it, though, protect our northern borders. So.
Stupid.
It took me. I'm not gonna lie. I had to process that joke. I was like,
That's also where you guys are from. So you
That's
guys
true.
snuck in, I assume.
We may have.
Through the cracks.
Are you guys citizens?
we're dual citizens. Well, Alex, are you dual citizen?
Of course I'm
Oh yeah.
dual citizen.
You weren't born in Canada, but you lived there long enough.
Yeah, I
that
lived
don't
there
know.
long enough.
I don't
Wait,
know.
where
It's
you-
on
where
your
were you born?
passport. I was born in Canada.
Oh, so you're not one of us.
But I'm kind of a fake Canadian too. But yeah, Canadians are pretty embarrassing as well. I mean, what's like cool about being Canadian?
There was the maple syrup heist,
That's-
and it was one of the biggest heists in Canada, and they stole millions of dollars worth of
That's
syrup.
so cool.
Who?
What kind of market is there for like black market?
Who stole the syrup?
Did they ever catch him?
They ended up catching him. Yeah, I don't remember. It was some dude.
What'd he do it? Where'd he get it?
How much syrup?
Any of the details, but like this was one of the biggest heists in Canada, so it was like really high profile at the
So
time.
that's what we have to be proud of as Canadians, that we stole a ton of actually, it's pretty prideful, I'd say.
But what do you do with it once you have that sweet, sweet liquid?
And also, how much is millions of dollars
Yeah.
worth of like?
a lot of
lot.
kegs.
Yeah, like
A lot.
is it just a semi truck full of?
But is there a black market for that pancake topper?
I guess he just goes to the farmer market and starts selling the syrup.
What is this, a 50-year
this-
plan?
Yeah, exactly. How is he ever going to monetize this syrup?
I think he just saw an
sells
opportunity.
it?
A guy was in a truck with a ton of it. The guy went to the bathroom and he's just like, I'm on meth. Might as well steal this.
Oh my God! Skylar just texted me that Liam Payne died. He fell from a hotel roof in Argentina.
Rest in peace.
That's so
Holy
sad.
shit!
He
Way to
reportedly fell
bring
from a
down the
third
mood.
floor of a roof in a hotel Argentina capital.
I feel so disrespectful talking about it as
I know.
It's rats.
I'm a rat.
Also, I'm sorry about your
What's-
grandpa. Andrea told me about it.
I wanted to ask you,
Oh, wrong time.
oops, were you close with your grandpa?
Oh, we're
Yeah, I
getting into this
loved
now.
him.
Because Alex, I was asking Alex, because
Every time I bring up my grandpa, because she was like, why aren't you staying in F1 for very long? I'm like, oh, I have to go to my grandfather's funeral. And she goes, rip.
well, I didn't know. I don't know what to say. Like, obviously, it's
Not rip.
sad. Well, I mean, I said like, I'm sorry for your. I just,
You
I
didn't-
never know what to
You
say.
could have written out rest in peace. You wrote R.I.P. You didn't even take the time to put the periods in between.
Yeah, and then I asked Alex like, what was I supposed to say in this situation? He said like, oh, ask him like if he was close to his grandpa.
Did you?
No, I didn't, because
And then she was like, "Oh, it's too late. I asked him about work stuff." Ah! And then she panicked.
yeah. Well, because I thought, okay, I'd rather make you laugh than just make you think about the deeper stuff.
I was really giggling about it.
I'm sure you did. You not giggle when you read Rip? Did you not? I think I would have giggled.
If we lost grandpa,
I mean, we did lose Grandpa. I'm saying if someone.
Did
okay,
you laugh?
No, obviously it was really sad, but I'm saying
it
if
was
someone
sad for
sends
you
me
to
a
lose your
really
grandpa?
stupid response to like, I have a funeral this weekend, but rather than them be like, oh, I'm so sorry and blah blah blah, like
so
you get
sorry,
that
instead
from
of being, like, a
everyone.
great friend.
I said my condolences.
You said good.
no, I said rest in peace.
You said pieces.
Andrea,
He was cremated.
if I die before you, my request is that you show up to my funeral in the rat costume.
I think that would be as disrespectful.
How
as
mad would your
Rip.
parents be if she showed up like that?
It's my
I wouldn't be surprised.
wish.
You need it in writing. Well, we have it here, but
I
again,
might change
disrespectful.
the costume over time. I might make it Borat, but if I'm dead, my wish is that she shows up either in the rat costume or a Borat costume.
We're going to die together. So that's not going to happen because I would never attend your funeral because when you go, I go.
That sounds like you got plans.
And it sounds like you're gonna kill her. Like you're not gonna just like, wait for her to
go
die and then
together.
kill yourself.
Came in this world together, we leave this world
You
together.
didn't come in this
didn't
world
come in
together.
this world.
Twins! What are you talking about?
Who do you guys think is gonna die first in this room?
Alyssa,
No, I think she's one of the wisest. I hate to say, but
Oh,
I'm looking at the corn dog.
What the fuck?
Because you're the nicest one out of all of us.
And what?
and,
Nice guys die first?
Like in horror movies, yeah.
well, you do seem like you'd be a little too nice to a gang member. You get affiliated, they beat you up.
I think you'd be too
You'd be
nice.
smiling the whole time because you don't know how to frown. They're like, we haven't beat him up hard enough. One more kick to the skull. Finito.
Also, in like a horror film, you seem like you'd be the first one to take one for the team.
No, in the horror film, I'm the first one out of there.
Yeah, but you're
I won't
gonna
even like play with the Ouija board. I'm not
Ouija.
dying.
Oh yeah, we get to play with the Ouija boards.
No.
You guys can play with it.
Wait, do you guys
I'm
have
not
more
afraid of
questions?
About dying?
No, you guys had
Oh yeah.
a list
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah.
cards. I didn't want.
I was actually like
know you're-
skillfully changing the
I'm
subject.
just worried
so-
that some of them might be too saucy.
Listen here, we live in a subscription world, and if you guys aren't careful, those subscriptions can add up fast. Soon enough, a bunch of them slip through the cracks, and then you're paying for stuff that you don't even use or don't even want. And that's where Rocket Money comes in. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel all of your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and even helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. And take it from me, when I first signed up for Rocket Money, I had like $500 in subscriptions that I was spending every month on things that I didn't even know I was paying for. It was all those like pesky little free trials that where they take your credit card and then you end up paying for it because you forget to cancel. And I'm not the only one. I'm sure you've had this experience too, because according to Rocket Money, over 74% of people are paying for subscriptions that they don't even know about. Most people think that they spend on average about $62 a month on subscriptions, but that number is actually closer to 300, over 4 times what people think they're spending. But Rocket Money has helped save its over 5 million users a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions. So right now, guys, I am begging you to stop wasting your money on things that you don't even use and sign up for Rocket Money. Just go to rocketmoney.com/dropouts and download the Rocket Money app. Again, that is rocketmoney.com/dropouts. Thank you, Rocket Money. As many of you know, I've been on a health journey since I was about a senior in high school, and I get a lot of questions about the workouts that I do, but I don't get a lot of questions about the food that I eat. And arguably, what you put into your body is most important. And you might be thinking, I know exactly what's healthy to eat. I just don't have the time in my schedule to prep those meals. But that's where Factor comes in. Factor is the meal prep service you've been missing in your life because their chefs do all of the shopping and chopping for you so that you get fresh, never frozen, fully cooked, dietitian approved meals delivered straight to your doorstep. So all you have to do is heat and eat. And you might also be thinking, I've tried other meal prep services, but I get bored of their menu so fast, and Factor knows that. That's why they offer over 35 wholesome meals to choose from every week. And I'm talking gourmet plus, keto, calorie smart, veggie, vegan, protein plus. Anything you can think of, they've got it for you to fit your lifestyle. And they've got every meal covered. They have breakfast and smoothies and lunch, dinner, delectable midnight snacks. Factor has over 60 additional add-ons on top of the 35 meals to keep you fueled and focused throughout the week. And I'll hype up the food to no end, but that's not even the best part about Factor. The best part is that there's no prep. There's no mess. All you have to do is pop it in the microwave, and in 2 minutes, you have a delicious, savory, wholesome, healthy meal ready to go. So if you want to see what you've been missing in your life and try Factor for yourself, all you have to do is head over to factormeals.com/dropouts50 and use our code dropouts50 to get 50% off your first box and then 20% off your next month. Again, that is code dropouts50 when you go to factormeals.com/dropouts50 to get 50% off your first box and then 20% off your next month. One last time, factormeals.com/dropouts50 and use our code dropouts50. Thank you, Factor.
I was actually like
know you're-
skillfully changing the
I'm
subject.
just worried
so-
that some of them might be too saucy.
There's
No,
nothing
we
too
love
saucy
sauce.
for
Oh,
it.
yeah?
Saucy.
Would you support the use of realistic child sex dolls by pedophiles?
This is the one that we lost a friend over.
Oh my God.
Okay, let's ask another one, Alex. That
How about we
wasn't
just like put them in jail?
Yeah.
Because if we can identify
Well, they're
them,
supposed
like
to
when they
be.
purchase, okay, this is what I'm thinking. We let them buy them, but when they purchase them,
Boom.
Okay,
Prison.
question though.
Prison.
Should it be illegal just to have thoughts? Or should it be illegal if you're acting on those thoughts?
I think
Okay.
it's illegal. It should be illegal to act on those thoughts.
well,
Because
you
like
can't tell
I
if
can,
anyone's had the thought, right?
well,
So
like
then why
let's
are you arresting
hypothetically
someone
in the
who's-
future, like let's say they can read minds. It's like Minority Report, right? But like I can think about like killing anybody in this room, which doesn't mean
have-
I'm gonna do it. you know.
That's how we're gonna go to the corn dog.
So let's say
Jared's
you
standing over you with a knife.
hypothetically had a doll of Zach in your room and you practiced stabbing
Alex.
it. Should you be arrested for that?
No, because he's still alive.
So
But-
then why would you arrest someone who has
Oh,
a doll?
fuck. God, she made a good point. Because that's fucked up.
Well, also what
Stabbing
you're
me
doing
in the
is fucked
throat.
up.
I walk in, stabbing you, like, can't do anything.
Okay, let's change the topic.
Yeah, sorry,
Okay,
I'll
pull
stop
one-
with these.
pull one from here. I have three.
Okay. What relatively common experience have you never had?
Love? I'm kidding.
No, you've had love. That was my answer too.
I've never had a wet dream.
That's not true.
Really?
I swear.
You know.
I just think you're lying.
There's no way. You've dreamt about this bird.
Seems like something little ratty would do.
I'm new to the rat lifestyle. And if I slept in this tonight, yes, maybe I'd have a wet dream, but I haven't slept in this before.
Like even as a kid, like a kid, you can't control yourself because Never
I
mind.
had
Did you
I had a
pee
wet
yourself,
dream.
Andrea?
But wait. Is wet dreams?
Are you thinking
It's-
of urination?
I think
No,
you're thinking
I was
of like
thinking of the other
Yeah,
one.
no, you're right. That is what
Pleasurable urination.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
I don't know if I'd
experienced
call
that.
that.
Oh wow, that's fascinating. I had one. I fell asleep in biology class
Dude,
when I was
no.
in 9th grade, and I had one. Luckily, it was the last class of the day.
What kind of pants were you wearing?
Dark pants. Like I've always worn like
Dark
black
night
jeans.
rose, didn't he? Wait, but oh god.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, I feel like it's more likely to happen when you're a kid and you have all these hormones. That's why I was like, maybe as an adult you didn't, but like, there's no way like when you just puberty is hitting you and.
I never experienced the midnight splooge.
You
Alyssa,
should try it.
before you transitioned, did you?
Have a midnight splooge?
Yeah.
I did. I have.
Whoa. Tell us about it. What were you dreaming of?
Oh.
Weren't expecting that.
I don't know. It's just you get I don't know. Somebody said every time I talk sexual on this thing now.
That is.
I've just experienced and felt. It's just I've thought about things and then woke up like a little.
What'd you think about?
Loosey goosey.
Lucy Goosey.
Lucy.
She just wakes up.
Bird.
Oh.
I don't like the way she's looking at Squeak.
I was like,
Yeah, you do kind of want to bang this squeak.
No.
What
He's a handsome
needs a
bird.
Did that guy?
No, I'm kidding.
Did that guy message you back? For the people that aren't on Patreon, we did a thing with Alyssa, so she has to go on a date or something. But she met a guy on Hinge. Did you guys?
Can
No,
we know the
the-
details?
They have been taking my Hinge and trying to get me dates on Hinge.
Okay.
Which I did
So they're
within
talking for you?
probably 15 seconds of having her phone.
Yeah.
And I've had Hinge for
people
probably
are-
10 years. But no, I messaged him because I'm going to be out of town this weekend because he asked to go to drinks on Sunday. And I'm going to be out of town. So I just said, oops, I'm going to be out of town, but here's my number. We can figure something out later. Never texted me. So
Well, it was only yesterday.
I'm just saying.
What about the other guys?
What does he do? Can you give us the
Oh,
with
okay.
you don't have to dox him, but I like to paint a picture.
Let me pull it up. His
Also,
name-
while she's doing this, I'd like to say I do not support pedophilia.
Alex is spiraling right now
It's a
so
hypothetical
bad.
question game, and I'm sorry if it.
Alex likes to
Triggered
debate.
anyone?
Also, your choker is over here. No, I think Alex likes to debate both sides, whether or not she believes in any of them.
I just
and
play
that's-
devil's advocate.
That's why she's
That's
the
a
wise
fun
wizard,
position to
'cause
play.
Yeah.
Speaking of
she's much
choker
wiser
and
than
choking, my common experience, I've never actually like choked on something, like full on couldn't breathe. I've just had things like somewhat stuck in my throat.
Oh, I
But,
don't
like,
think I have either then.
Needed the Heimlich. I don't know how common it is, but I feel like they teach you the
There's got to be
Heimlich.
something that you haven't done that's pretty common.
I don't know.
You haven't seen Lilo and Stitch?
Oh, I haven't seen Lilo. You know what? I didn't do senior skip day. Common experience, I feel like.
I don't think.
Yeah,
I did
but
seniors.
some schools don't have senior skip day.
Well, I don't think it's like an official thing. I think the kids organize it.
Oh.
You've experienced everything. What about you guys? What's something common you haven't experienced?
I never went to college.
Oh, good one.
What about it after senior skip day?
I can't think of something common I haven't experienced.
She's like, I've done it all. I've done everything.
I've
Well, I
lived
feel
many
like
lives.
you've had more uncommon experiences, but I guess you've lived a lot of lives.
What were you about to do? You're about to show us some lovers?
Oh yeah, she was.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. So one of them was named Parker.
Okay.
6'6".
6'6". Love
I,
it.
wait, please tell me he doesn't put his height in his bio.
Yeah. Well,
on
it's
Hinge you can
Hinge.
put it.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's not like his bio is like 6'6". It's like part of his.
Yeah, it's
demographic.
part of what
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
can specify.
Zach did message him. You messed it up. You said apparently you tall you. So it was supposed to be apparently you tall boy, but he messed that up.
You
Well,
tall
the guy
you.
said, "What's up?" I said, apparently you. I was trying to get you laid. I was trying to have you birth
He's
an egg.
probably so confused. He's like, why is this girl illiterate?
Yeah, literally. And then he said, "Oh, I recorrected Zach's mistake." And then I
That's-
said, "Haha." He said, "Haha, no, I think we're the same height." The
Nice.
other
Good
guy
comeback.
has not responded.
Wait, you didn't respond to him?
No, I did. I said, "Oh yeah, you're right. You must be really short."
Say drinks, question
This
mark.
is the worst flirting I've heard in my life.
Nina.
At first, I thought Zach's line was bad, but then there was no redemption. You guys need to get on the phone.
Message
with Jared's
him back and say
girlfriend.
drinks.
Okay, maybe. But he messaged another. No,
You should take him
okay,
on
maybe.
Interesting first.
She's never been on a date in her entire life. She said,
Really?
She said, I'm too scared. She's going to be 48 by the time she goes on a date. And then your egg's going to be dried up. No pun intended, bird lady. And you won't be able to have children, which you want.
What's your favorite activity to do?
I think I would really prefer to do like maybe putt or like something where we can be a little competitive.
Okay.
Putt
I like
putt's
to
good.
do
What about like a
something.
shooting range?
I don't. For the first one, I don't know if I would
Yeah,
want
but
that.
you're going to be a little scared and he's going to like grab
But
the
don't
gun.
you think it'd help you deal with the nerves if you just had like a
Maybe, but what if he's like secretly crazy?
Then
I don't
you
know.
Shoot him.
yeah?
It's just perfect. Can you just be like, hey, let's go putt-putting?
Or maybe you guys
Maybe
could do like a game
Don't say
bar
maybe
with,
because you're
like-
not going to do it. So don't lie.
No, I'm committed to that. What about like a nice game bar with like darts and pool and like more
Yeah, like an
games?
arcade or something. I'd
Yeah.
prefer anything other than like dinner on the first date.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
What about dinner and an activity?
I'd maybe
I like
activity
to do
first.
activity dinner.
Yeah,
That's
just
a
so you can
big
get a little more
commitment
comfortable
for
around
a
that.
That is a big
date, though.
commitment.
That's
Hour
true.
of putt-putt, hour at dinner. This could be the rest of
That's
our
a-
lives we're
that's a
talking
great-
about.
Activity.
that's a
Well, if
great
the first
first
one
date.
goes really not fun, then you're just
Then you
stuck
can
with
cut
them.
it off.
Yeah, I guess be like, I putt too hard and gotta go. I strained my ankle.
You just trip on your own.
So you've never been on a date in
So
your entire life?
here's the thing.
I mean, I know because you
I
hang
thought
out
we
with
were
these
just
two.
memeing.
No, I haven't been asked on an official like, do you want to go on a date with me? Most of the time, they've just been like, house hangout.
Okay.
Cock
Well,
ropes.
those still count
Bedroom
like dates,
things.
even if they're not labeled.
That's
No, thi-
not a
thi-
date.
No,
This is-
I
that's a
get- I
hookup. That's a
get
booty
that.
call.
No, yeah. Well, do you think that's more
So-
just an issue of the men you're attracted to, or do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could be.
No. She
Like-
does not try with these men. The men have messenger and she stops.
Well, recently I've been tried, but like back in college or earlier.
Yeah, I
in-
mean that
it's-
also makes sense because I feel like everyone in college just has one goal.
yeah. Or when I
laid.
recently moved out here.
Well,
I haven't
LA is
tried that
probably
hard.
like college.
Well, you should
number
try
2.
hard now. Message it back. We're all on here. We're not continuing the podcast so you message him back. Everybody be quiet.
What am I gonna say? I messaged him already.
I'm not
Drink.
gonna lie. After the
Drink.
you tall boy, I think this is lost cause. I think we need a new match and start fresh with a clean plate.
He's been messaging back though. This isn't like a lost cause.
Well, I,
I
haven't-
wouldn't, but
no, I was the last one to message back on both accords.
I don't know what guitar you're talking about. What you need to do is, hey, I'm leaving town. Blah blah blah. Let's do something before then.
But I gave the guy my number.
The other guy, the
Yeah.
tall guy, Parker.
No, Kyle, I gave my number.
Talk about
Oh,
Parker.
We're talking about Parker.
Do you guys have Raya? Do you have Raya?
No.
No.
Would you ever get on Raya?
I attempted to get on it like 3 years ago, maybe more, and they didn't want me.
Well, now you're
Now
a little
with
more
this
clouded
outfit,
and
They're in.
you're ratatouille. You could
Dude,
put
I
your
want to.
ratatouille
I
line.
want to sit on the top of your hair and pull it and cook some.
Why are you
corn.
looking at
That's a-
Jared
that's
like
a-
that? He's got
I'm
a little
liking this.
little curls.
I thought if
sticking
I looked
out.
at any of the women, it would have been grounds for.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I didn't know Raya was like $20 a month, and then everyone complains about how shitty
yeah.
it is, and
Well,
I was like,
because
why is
60,
everyone
'cause
paying
I
for
like
this?
more information.
They show you people
I don't use it.
in like
I never use it, but I was curious, and then
You're paying $60 a month for a dating app you
I
don't even use?
it, but there was one feature. Oh yeah, because it shows you who likes you, but I never like
When
them
was
back.
your
I
last
just like to know.
Raya date?
I had one, and it was the one with the C, and he was a nice boy. He was a very good boy.
sound like my
Was he?
grandma.
I was just gonna
Yeah, he
say,
was really nice.
What do you think about the boy she's been seeing that she takes to the ocean?
No. I think he's nice. I like him.
I don't think we should talk about that on this podcast. Not today. I got in way too much trouble. So
Whoa,
And not
now
from
I
the
want
boy,
to.
and not from my sister.
Yeah, it was not me.
whoa.
Everyone else.
No, I think he's actually really nice.
I mean,
Wait. I want to know why you got in trouble.
I got in trouble for publicly talking about it.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Oh God, he's gonna watch this. Please cut all of this. Cut this out.
All right.
I mean it.
Don't wiggle at us.
I mean it. Don't make me take out my flashlight.
Your fleshlight?
What the fuck?
My third Halloween costume. I told you guys.
Is a fleshlight?
I was gonna be a flasher. I have a photo.
Oh,
You didn't get it. That's why I,
I
said
thought
I'm
you were gonna be a
flash more
pocket vagina.
No, like a flasher. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what were the conditions?
Just not much better because there's still a penis.
Yeah.
Zach, this one's for you.
Thank
what were
goodness.
the conditions of your last breakup? Actually, never mind. That's a really bad question. Now that I thought about it for 10
Don't say
seconds.
this one's for you. What about you? What are the conditions? How about you start us off there, hot shot?
Sure, I will. It was my high school sweetheart who I dated for like 5-6 years, and we were very in love in high school. I thought we were gonna get married, and then I didn't end up going to college, and I moved to be a streamer and moved to Austin, and he went to college to study to be a doctor. And then like as the years passed, we just didn't have that much common, and I realized like we're not the kids we were in high school, and that it wasn't meant to be anymore. And yep.
Maybe that was just chapter 1.
What does that mean?
Oh.
Like you reconnect with them?
Yeah.
Maybe in chapter 5, you guys are.
I had random dreams about them, but I was not attracted to them at all last time I saw them, so it was weird. And then my mom kept telling me that I'm never gonna find anyone, and she hangs out with his mom and his aunts all the time.
And on our fridge, she only has 2 photos. One is her dead mom, our grandma, and the other is Andrea's
Is my ex
first
from high
boyfriend.
school. So she's like hanging on with the dream that
For
I'm gonna
dear
move
life.
home. She thinks I'm gonna live in my childhood bedroom and be with him again, even though like we have not talked in years, and I also not really attracted to him at all anymore. But I did have dreams about him, which was weird.
What was the dream?
I think I was just maybe homesick because it was more about being in home. But I remember he was in my dream, and I was confused.
Do you miss the fragrance of his presence?
No.
I wouldn't say because I haven't like fully dated someone since a long time. My last like cutoff, I just kind of got too busy and life got kind of sad, and then my brain got kind of sad, and then I couldn't fulfill happiness for me or anyone else.
Do you think when you're in a better state of mind, you'll reach back out to that person?
It depends if the gun. What about you guys? What about you, Alex?
Well, I got out of a really long relationship at the start of this year, and we're currently in no contact, but we're still friends.
Good. Good.
You are not friends. If I see that man, gutted. No.
With the toy knife.
Absolutely
So
not.
I got invited to this super sick event
get
in
so mad when I
Miami at
hear
the
about
end of the month, and I've been so excited to go, but he's gonna go,
Wait.
so I think I'm gonna cancel because
I want to tell them.
No, you got to live your own life.
She had nightmares about it, and he is still trying to F, and I
No,
hate him.
I
I told her
wouldn't
she
say
can go
that.
with a bodyguard. He is. I
What if you're the
cannot like a
bodyguard?
book. I told her I would go, but first of all, the event is Hereticon, which I don't know if you guys know what Hereticon is, but it's exactly what it sounds like.
What does it sound like?
Can you read them? Read them pull out the opening.
am I gonna get canceled
No,
for
no, no,
this?
no.
Don't worry, you've already talked about bestiality and pedophilia.
I mean,
Let's
I
do
think it's on par with Ayla game. Like, it doesn't get worse than Ayla, so.
Okay, so let me just pull it up. And read
Hereticon
it.
is great. I actually think you would love it.
I'm about it. Let me hear what this is first before I know if I should punch you.
Okay, let me try to summarize it. This is the greatest invite I've ever received in terms of how well it's written. I'm going to try to summarize it.
No, just read it.
Hereticon is a conference for thought crime. Our thinking was simple. Dissent is worth protecting. Most new ideas are wrong or useless. Some are even dangerous. But from science and technology to business and faith, progress is a history of persecuted weirdos. So that is where we stand, and that is where we celebrate. No conversation is off limits. And then let me continue. Let me just scroll down to the last of it.
I'm a rat, right?
Yeah. Okay. The last part just goes, maybe if you aren't trying to destroy the world, you aren't trying hard enough.
I like that
Just
part.
a thought. Come agree and disagree and share your own.
So what's the conference about?
Yeah, what are you
It's basically
doing
just
there?
people sharing radical ideas, and you could talk about anything you want, and it's just supposed to promote discourse.
You should
Oh,
bring
nice.
the bestiality
It's an
question.
ISIS recruitment camp.
The girl who wrote these questions would probably be
She
there.
would probably be there. I actually played this
That's the
game
whole
with
point.
the woman who created it for the first time.
No way.
She's very
She's
interesting.
really dope.
She's very
I should have
autistic.
her on.
Well, I do want to hear more questions, but while we're on kind of the dating trend, did you want to pull up some of the Reddit things that you had?
Oh,
Oh.
We're going deep today, not YouTube
What's it
comment
called?
section,
The
not
worst
Patreon.
relationships?
Dating horror stories.
Oh, dating horror stories. We can give our opinions.
Alex has a lot of good ones for this too.
Oh, God.
Personal?
They weren't that bad. I once got ditched while I was in the bathroom.
Aww.
And it was in my own house.
Wait, what do you think you did that scared them?
She probably told them about Hereticon or whatever.
Alex was like, so bestiality, and they're like, okay, see you later.
Never go full
They
Alex.
can't have those conversations. They're not the one.
In
was a
in
long
your own
time
house
ago.
is so
It
disrespectful,
was
though.
a long time ago.
Guys, it's my favorite time of the year. It is football season. And on top of it being football season, it's also money-making season. And the best place to do that is on Prize Picks. With over 10 million members and billions, that is billions with a B, of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. And it's so easy to get a piece of the winnings for yourself on Prize Picks because all you have to do is pick more or pick less on at least 2 or more player stat projections. And now you can even win up to 100 times your money with as little as 4 correct picks on Prize Picks. Also, Prize Picks is the only real money daily fantasy platform that offers an injury insurance policy so that your lineup stays in play even if your players get injured. It's as simple as this. Let me tell you my 2 picks. I'm going Justin Jefferson for more than 83.5 receiving yards. He's on my fantasy team. They're playing the Lions. I think it'll be a good matchup. I want him to do well. And then I'm going Patrick Mahomes for less than 267.5 passing yards because they're playing the 49ers. I also like the 49ers. They have a good defense, and I just don't think he's going to make the cut. I'm not kidding. It's really that simple. And if you want to get in on the action, then Prize Picks has an offer for you. All you have to do is download the Prize Picks app, and when you sign up, use our code Dropouts to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Again, all you have to do is download the Prize Picks app, and when you sign up, use our code Dropouts to get $50 instantly when you place your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Listen, I know it's October, so 'tis the spooky season to wear masks and costumes, but for some of us, it feels like we're wearing masks all year round, whether we're at work or we're in a social setting or even when we're by ourselves. But therapy can help you learn to accept all parts of yourself so that you can take off the mask. Because masks should be for Halloween fun and not to conceal our emotions. And a lot of people think that you need some big traumatic life event for you to even start going to therapy. But from what I've learned in my experience, it's the little things that add up, and talking to a third party, non-biased person that you don't know in your personal life to actually talk about the things that are bothering you, that is a tremendous help. You can get things off of your chest that you normally can't talk to about, like your friends or your family or your parents or something like that. And then they even offer just new ways of thinking and new ways of coping with the things that you're dealing with. You know, therapy is immensely helpful for learning new things like positive thinking skills or setting boundaries in your life or healthy coping mechanisms for the uncomfortable parts of your life. And I've learned from my experience that a great therapist empowers you to be the best version of yourself. So if therapy sounds like something that you've been missing in your life and something that you're thinking about starting, I would recommend giving BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and it's designed to be convenient and flexible to your schedule. And all you have to do to get started is just fill out a brief questionnaire and you'll be matched with a licensed therapist. And if for whatever reason the first person that you're matched with doesn't work out, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. So it's time to take off the mask with BetterHelp. And right now you can even get 10% off your first month when you go to betterhelp.com/dropouts. That is betterhelp.com/dropouts to get 10% off your first month. Thank you, BetterHelp. All right, Alyssa.
All right. So these are dating horror stories. Ooh. Okay. So I was raised in a religious house. I'm no longer religious, but because of this, sex was a no-no situation, and that included masturbation. I admit I tried a few times as a teen, but nothing came of it. No orgasm or anything. I met my husband, and after leaving home, we waited for marriage to have sex. When we did start having sex, my husband always told me he loved the way I orgasmed on him. I didn't feel much different, so I asked him about it, and he said I would squeeze harder down there when it happened. I told him I didn't notice it much, and he told me that everyone always hyped up orgasming. I went to my OB recently for other issues, and he noticed some sensitivity I had down there, and he started asking me about if it affected my sex life. I explained what my husband told me and how I had not noticed it much. He was quiet for a minute and then asked me some more questions if I masturbated, and I told him how I tried, but it never went anywhere for me.
Is Alyssa just horny? Like, what are...
Is this your diary entry?
He left the room, and a female nurse came in to talk to me. She started explaining things about the nerves in the vagina and how female orgasms work. She told me to go home and try a few things. So I hesitated, but a week later in the week, my husband had to work late, and I used that time to try some stuff. It worked, and I had my first real orgasm. I admit I was so excited I did it a few more times to be sure I wasn't just making it up in my head.
Hell yeah, girl.
I waited until the next time my husband asked for sex to show him, and he asked me where I learned this. I explained my doctor visit, and he got really angry. He said I already orgasmed during sex, even though I don't feel it, and that I should be happy with it.
That's such a guy response.
You've been orgasmed so good for so long. And they've
God.
been way better.
I told him that it wasn't difficult to try this one extra thing during sex, and I didn't see the problem because we both orgasm in the end. He said he didn't want to be bothered with it, and that if I was going to insist, we shouldn't have sex anymore. I agreed and told him we would wait until he came to his senses and realized that it was not a difficult ask. He said if we weren't having sex anymore that we should just divorce and he could find someone else. I told him good luck because with a dead sex life, failed 10-year marriage, and 2 kids baggage, he won't have many options. Am I the asshole for this?
Now go off,
I would
queen.
throw that man into the ocean.
And then, but that's where you want to
Yeah, that's
be
where
with
you-
him
No.
anyway.
But to the big white shark.
There's a lot of
Leave him
uses
there.
for the ocean. You can
Yeah,
either
you-
find love or you can kill love.
Exactly.
Let's call back
You
to our
get
last
away
episode
with
if you
whatever
didn't know.
like. What a bastard. I hate him.
So essentially, she went to the doctor, learned about her body, came home, told him he didn't know about her body, and then he got mad that he didn't know about her body and couldn't accept it, so he refused to have sex with her, and then they got divorced.
Yeah, basically. They didn't say they got divorced, but apparently he couldn't satisfy her and how he
Sounds
he
very
wanted.
selfish.
So
It's not
Yeah.
even he couldn't satisfy her. He was not even letting her.
willing to try.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding she was orgasming.
You don't get it. She was tensing up down there
Oh my
because
God.
it felt so good. Is there someone behind? Everyone looked over there.
No, when I heard you say felt so good, I was like, I can't take you seriously in the corn dog saying that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Do you think
Just
that
echoed in
your
my
sex
head.
coach of a lover would have fellatio with you within that costume?
That's also what I wanted to ask. But I didn't know if it was too much.
Well,
Oh,
I
would-
have a good.
But first,
story
okay,
about
yeah.
that.
Wait,
Please tell
first
me no
you
one's had
answer.
sex in this costume.
What is the weirdest thing you've had sex in?
Nothing weird. Actually, I've never done any like role play or anything like that, unfortunately. Why?
What about
have
you?
Yeah.
Okay. So one time we had to dress up as grandmas for a video, and
Oh,
like
no.
they put us in full
Prosthetics.
prosthetics. It was really legit.
No.
And the guy I was seeing, I wanted to know if he was really into me. So I invited him to my hotel room, and I came out as the grandma.
And they did it as she had a prosthetic grandma
This
suit.
was my ex. Yeah.
Shut up.
I thought this was the wildest story of all time. I
was
like,
it better
"That's
or
not love."
worse?
Well, I started doing the grandma voice, and he started being like, "Please stop!" And like that was too much. So
Did he finish faster or slower than normal?
I'm not gonna get into
Way
details.
faster.
Way faster.
Did grandma finish? Actually, you're my sister. I don't want to know. Never mind. I take it back. I'm not interested.
Did grandma have a talk with her
Like,
doctor?
okay, I want to show you guys. Oh, I don't know my photos.
We'll
Like,
send
I
you
wanted
guys
to
the
visualize
photos. They were
the
actually
grandma.
What's up?
horrific.
What?
Wait,
No, of the grandma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not of anything else.
Wait.
I was like, you already put me in a rat
You guys
costume. I'm
have to see
traumatized
how
enough.
bad it was. Oh gosh. Like it
love
was a legit grandma looking costume.
So was it an ultimatum, like if you're really attracted to me, or if you want this to continue, you're gonna bang me with my wrinkles?
No, I just okay. This is by the way. This is us.
Oh,
Andrea,
I was looking at the top video. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I could be down for that.
So when you asked him,
But we look more like saturated in the. We look better than we did in the thumbnail.
Can't really see it, but I'll see it later.
Pull it up.
Well,
I mean, she said that she was gonna send that photo. That's-
okay, man,
Come on, guys.
dude, the corn dogs.
Come on,
crazy.
leave the corn dog alone.
Corn dogs
Can you
horned
give
up.
us like your best like rat joke? Like you have your Ratatouille line, so I expect you have like a. Extra.
That's all he's got.
You've got an arsenal of rat jokes because you
Yeah,
had that
that's
one.
the word of the day, arsenal.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna
Tell us a joke,
yours.
funny man.
I don't think
like
I
I'm
can
putting
think of
him on
one.
the spot.
Rats.
Nice.
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Hit the fuck.
Okay, my turn.
Hit the green button. No, fuck. Whatever. I think it's the light blue one, the teal one. There we go.
I can't hear anything, so we don't know what's happening.
Oh,
Okay,
god damn.
what's a pirate's favorite letter in the alphabet?
R.
That's what you would think, but it's actually C. It's the sea, the ocean.
Nice.
God, is that the reaction I get?
That's really good.
Well, I got all of you guys in the first half.
I did it in the edit. I did
Can
a
you
fun
add
voice.
fake laughter to
I
it
did.
like they do at Jimmy Kimmel?
I got you.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay, do you have another one? That one?
I think like this would be better if everyone shares it from their personal life.
What-
Their worst dating stories.
Worst dating story.
I just talked about
come
grandma
on.
prosthetics. There better not be crickets in this room.
I don't think there's any. Yeah, I agree. Alex set the bar pretty high. So
She did set the bar pretty high. I mean, I've got a story. I've told it. I don't know if I've told it on Dropouts, but I know I told it on Bradley and Jake's podcast. But there was one time I went on a date with a girl. We went out to go like get some drinks, get some food. Nothing crazy.
maybe corn dogs.
But
Perhaps.
actually, there might have been corn dogs involved. Now that I think
I
about
knew
it,
it.
because it was this like
I told
this
you
like
you were
German
meant to
place.
be a corn dog.
But so then she invited me back to her apartment, and started making out in her bed. And
Nice.
we didn't have that much to drink. We might have had 1 pint each or something. And all of a sudden we're making out, and then she just kind of goes like, "What?" And I was like, "What was that?" And she goes, I don't know. I didn't hear anything." I was like, "Okay." So then we continue some more, and she goes, "Huh?" And I was like, "What is going on?" And she's like, "What are you talking about? I don't hear anything." And then finally, then we continue after that, and then she goes, like that, like really retches this time. And I was like, "I'm not fucking crazy. Like, are you gonna
I
throw
like that
up?"
you're just gaslighting you. That is not there.
She looks at me. She goes, "I don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "I'm gonna like this doesn't
Is it-
feel
what a
right."
wonderful
That this
woman.
turns me on more. That she was gaslighting.
The fact that she just committed.
That's some serious guts.
Yeah, no,
Dude.
I have to say it's actually impressive.
It was
Yeah.
kind of impressive now that I look back on it, but I was like, this doesn't feel right. I'm gonna go get your roommate. Just like make sure that she takes care of you. You're okay. I think I'm gonna head out. And so I get up and I start walking out, and she's like standing in the doorway of her bedroom as I'm like getting my things, and she's like, "Why are you being so sus right now?" I was like, "What are you talking about? You almost threw up on me 3 times." And she goes, "You can leave if you want."
I like that you're the one to
I'm
blame
the
at
fucking
the end.
crazy one.
That's
She
hilarious.
sounds amazing. What do you mean? This is
I love-
incredibly funny.
I love when girls are just batshit crazy and they just don't back down. I think it's hilarious.
I get it. She was standing on business, so respect
Maybe
to
she
her.
just doesn't know.
Maybe she
Like
truly
maybe
did
she,
not
it's
know.
just- yeah, maybe she's very unaware.
And then
of
Alyssa, your worst one was when they took a wrong fork in the road, right?
What?
There were 2 tunnels.
Yes.
2 tunnels, 1 train.
Oh
There's 1 train, 2 tunnels.
no, no. I know. I don't think that was like the worst thing that's ever happened. To be honest,
What would be the worst?
I don't know.
I almost
I'm
feel
trying
bad.
to-
I don't want her to share. I feel like, but again, this is not a you problem. This is the guy's
Man.
fault.
I know. I've always gone for the worst type of guys,
I get that.
and it's.
Do you think
my
you're
nature.
ever gonna change your taste?
The thing is, I don't. My taste is everyone. Like, well, not everyone, but I have such a specific
He does need a girlfriend.
human. Like I have such a non-specific taste. Like
Okay.
I can do surfer boys, I can do
Well, having
artsy
a
boys.
wide type isn't bad, but it's more just like
yeah.
model idiots.
Maybe you're asexual.
No.
Said
Maybe
she likes all these guys.
Well, we've never, in the 2 years we've known
Oh my
her, we've
God.
never
Maybe-
seen her approach a man. But
that's true.
Wait,
but
do
maybe
you
you're
live
thinking about
here?
type wrong.
Does Alyssa? Do you guys all live together, or Alyssa doesn't live here?
she lives here, but she's never brought anybody back.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, are you embarrassed ever to like bring a guy here?
I
'Cause
think-
then they have to deal with these 2 idiots.
But she could go to their place.
You don't know if I have or haven't.
I know you haven't.
I have.
Maybe she has.
When was the last time?
Here's the thing.
Exactly.
Was it the last time that you lied to us about going to Rachel's house?
No, I don't remember the last time. It has been a while. Okay, it's been a while.
Which is okay, but we're
But
just trying to get you out there.
The thing is, I do feel like you guys are like almost not a parental figure, but like I
think
feel
that's
awkward
exactly-
sometimes being like, oh, around boys because I feel like you're just judging myself.
We're the ones actively asking if we can go up and wingman you.
Who do you
Yeah,
think
but
is a
when
better
you wingman, you're like sabotaging.
Who's a
No,
better
I'm
wingman?
going up there. Oh, you won't believe her tits.
God.
The worst
And he's
kind of
like,
wingman.
What is this guy
You won't
done
believe
with
how
Alyssa?
supple she is.
I will say
From a guy that
We have a
works.
camera in her bathroom. Trust me.
I will say I am a really good wing woman, and Jared can attest to this because we're at the. Remember, I was wing womaning someone at the office.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
She
I
is-
was
Did
talking.
they end up dating? Going on a date?
No, I tried. I just went up to him, started talking, and then 45 minutes later, we're all just having good conversation.
They followed each other on Instagram, and then the next day he
Modern day
unfollowed
romance.
them.
Oh, shit. Spoiler, he had a girlfriend or something. And then she's like, yeah.
What about Sam? You could hook up with Sam.
Sam from. I'm not even going to
Why are you
comment.
laughing, Andrea?
Well, he had a girlfriend. He just got out of a relationship, so it's probably a little too soon to be like, hey, you should. And Sam's our good friend, so it just made me laugh.
I like how you've been holding the sword the whole time.
I need to hold something because I'm a fidgeter and it just makes me feel better.
I get it.
That's
Yeah.
similar with the
Yeah.
tail. Yeah.
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 No wand?
What's up?
That's more of
It's a
a.
little small, but
Well, that's a.
I mean,
That's pretty fucking average.
effective with
That's a
it.
phenomenally
That's
giant
a big
sword.
Man.
This is
I
one of the
should grab
bigger swords
a-
I've ever seen.
Should grab an egg from the kitchen.
Was it?
An egg?
I don't have
What
anything
with
to
it?
hold.
Harvest?
Oh yeah, I like that. Get into character.
I'm a
This
chicken.
is good. We're all embracing, and then maybe Zach can crawl around the sewage or something, and
Grab a slice
we
of
can
pizza.
roast Jared.
Give us some scary rat noises.
Alex can cast. I feel like
Zach, what's your dating horror story?
I had a girl. This isn't really a horror story, but more for me, where we were at a comedy show pretty close to the front row, and she said it wasn't funny, so she wanted to get up right then and there and leave. And the
Oh
door,
my-
anyway, everybody could just see us walk out the door. So she gets up, and I have to follow her
That's my nightmare.
in the middle of someone's set, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
and they recognize you, and they're like, "That's Zach, the funny guy, not funny anymore."
He hates comedy.
Alyssa, if you met your dream man, but he had Zach's rat feet, what would you do?
God. Well, there's
should get
shoes
to
for a
that.
reason.
And
So
then socks stay on in
socks
bed.
always are on, and I can just.
What have you done?
We will never shower together.
Jared's ex-girlfriend used to pee on him in the shower.
Well, maybe you were stung by a jellyfish or something.
Nope. She would just
Never
do
mind
it. Actually, something funny going back to when we were talking about doing activities on first dates and stuff. I was thinking about the time I took a girl. She said that she liked bowling, so I took her to go bowling.
'Kay.
And thank God it was A, dark in the place, and B, nighttime, because I legitimately started sweating while I was bowling.
It was getting
And
intense.
It was getting heated because she was competitive, and so it had to get serious. And
Sounds like a good date, though.
that was, but I was so embarrassed. I was like, why the fuck am I sweating while I'm bowling?
I don't think that's embarrassing.
I
I
think
think
it
going
is.
hard is like
But I think that's also a good litmus test, because if she thinks it's embarrassing, that's not the
maybe
girl you
she
want.
thinks it's
That's
hot
true.
that you're all sweaty. Maybe she likes it. I
Maybe
don't
she
know how
likes
the
a
girl
stinky little
thinks.
corn dog. Yeah, a little wet.
One
stinky
could only
corn
hope.
Sweat without stinking.
I don't know if I know I stink. I stink.
What is, if you are with someone on a date, this is for everybody, at what point do they do something personality wise, or maybe do something like how they treat you, where you're like, this could go for a second one?
Oh, so they do a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, because when you're saying
a
it sounds like
twist.
something
Okay,
where you're like.
after that, we can say what's the immediate cutoff of this?
Okay,
is a
so
good-
what's a sign that the date went well?
Yeah.
All right, Miss Wizard.
I
Give us the
haven't
wise
been on a
words.
date in over 4 years.
Well, you
Like,
would
even
go.
when I started dating someone, we had
Alex is
never
actually
gone on dates. So I
so
just don't
funny
really
at
go
dates.
on dates.
She can never read the guy, and it's so obvious that they're interested in her. He's texting her I want to give you a massage, and she's like, I can't tell if this boy likes me. So
I thought a boy that was at our video, I don't want to say any names, that we were in the other day, might have had eyes for you?
Wait, can I? We can
Ooh.
bleep it.
He's a handsome boy.
I thought
Can
you
I
guys.
see?
I thought you guys were experiencing.
Oh my God, Alex fell in love and I didn't know.
No.
wasn't
I am
there.
unfortunately extremely picky, so it's tough for me.
What are the items that they have to check off?
It's more people who I vibe with personality wise. I have to like really like someone to be attracted to them, which is why like I usually just don't see anyone, and then I start seeing someone, and then we either date or not, and then I stop seeing them, and then someone else.
They also need to be very intelligent to the point where most of them are on the spectrum. So it's hard to
I think
keep up.
Probably every boyfriend I've had has been on the spectrum.
It's just
Hell
fantastic.
yeah.
It is, but unless they're like psychopath, manipulative, and like using their wits for things that aren't good.
You don't want her to date anybody, essentially.
I would love her to date someone who I get along with, but the last one, we did not get along, and he also
You got along sometimes.
about business, sure,
He
but
was a smart guy.
I think a big sign is whether or not your significant other gets along with your family and friends, and that
Yeah.
was a big red flag.
No,
about him.
that is important to me. I still want someone still has to be really smart. But
Well,
I'm flexible.
Okay,
you know?
let's say looks,
No.
physical.
Intelligence
No,
is
yeah,
number one.
that's what I was going to ask you to rank everything.
Intelligence.
What about
I have to be attracted to
morals?
them, and then they have to be kind. That's my new list. It's
So,
just those three. I don't
that's
really
how you
care about
rank
the
them.
rest.
Okay, that's fair.
Wait, what about the things in the date that would make you want a second one?
This is hard for me to gauge because usually my first date is really fun. Because like
You have a lot of first dates. Actually.
first dates are fun, but then I don't really like going on continuous dates because I feel like the thrill that I like about dating is like, oh, like catch 'em all, like Pokemon, you know? And like it's kind of fun to play a character and like, ooh, new and spontaneous. And then cool, but then when like you get to know each other, unless they're like really interesting and you're learning more things about them that you find interesting and having more interesting conversations, I feel like you usually have all the really interesting conversations on the first date. And then for the rest of the dates, I feel like I'm on the job and I have to ask them more questions to be like entertained. So I actually have a lot of fun on first dates. It's the ones after that that's the problem.
You're a serial dater.
You know Dr. Huberman?
Yeah.
I was my biggest idol. And then he got canceled recently because apparently he has like multiple wives. And like it was really fucked up and the women didn't know. But he was just like, I'm addicted to like the feeling of making someone fall in love with me. And I was like, I felt that. You know?
I think
Oh
we're all
my
the same.
God.
Because Andrea's serial dating. I'm kind of like a serial monogamous. Like I get really obsessed with one person.
Wait, so you're saying
I'm also not going on that many dates. Like, yeah, people always assume that whatever, but I'm not going on that many dates.
so you enjoy, but you do enjoy when people fall in love with you.
Yeah, I enjoy the thrill of meeting someone new and then making them fall in love with me. And I wish that I also, like, I would love to continue having feelings, but usually they're just don't, I don't want to say they don't keep me interested that long, but that's usually what happens. But maybe that's a me problem, not them. But I
So
felt,
you're addicted to the honeymoon phase.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it's over, I'm like, well, that was fun, but like, that's the best part.
That's-
But that's also for a lot of factors. It's like I'm always working, I'm always traveling. Like I'm not really into like, I don't want to say commitment, but I guess what having a boyfriend would be.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I also think it's just like that's not really where my priority is because work is number one and then having a person is number two. So usually that just doesn't work out.
Yeah,
Would that
that
be
would-
like a classification of love bombing?
That's what I was thinking about. That I was like, that's really fucked up. And like I would apologize because I'm like, I don't even mean to do it intentionally. Like I didn't even realize because I would get really obsessed at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to see this person. I want them to like me back. And then they like me back, and then like the butterflies are just gone, and it's sad. Like I don't wish I didn't feel that way.
You like the chase.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting.
I like it best when I also can't get them.
Someone said it was a relationship therapist or something that they say that they see less divorce in people where one partner really likes the other one a lot more.
Really?
Interesting.
Can you look that up and make sure I'm not getting
Well,
it wrong?
The guy probably needs to like the women a lot more
Yeah,
because women
exactly.
are harder to date.
Exactly.
Like lesbians have a much higher divorce rate than gay men. Gay men have the lowest divorce rate.
Whoa.
And they're
I did
really
not
good
know
at
that.
open marriages as well.
Well, why is it harder for women to be attracted to the man? Do you think just because
I don't think
women's
it's
like
attraction. I just think
That
you
is
think
not
it's
true.
easier for guys? It's easier for guys to like women than it is women. To
Wait, what
like
did it say?
Men.
It says no,
probably.
divorce is not less likely if one person loves the other more. Or
Maybe
Are
not
you spinning
divorce.
these facts
No,
back?
no, this was a lady.
Zach's just
A woman
out
said
there.
this, not me.
And we believe women.
We believe women.
Yes.
We take everything they say as a fact.
I will say whenever I meet a guy and I'm very attracted to him, like doesn't matter if I'm friends or like if I'll see him again, I will like this is a toxic trait maybe, but I will constantly like think about him and think about like an alternate life that I could have had.
I mean, that's the whole
if I
fun
meet-
part of
you
falling
know,
in love. It's
like a fantasy.
fantasizing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really common.
Well, I think people are the most interesting when you only know them. Like
I
you
agree.
just kind of see them
When
in
there's
passing.
mystery.
Yeah.
You build this life around them. Then you get to know
Yeah.
them. You're like, you suck, dude. You're not a prince or a princess.
I think though to answer your question, small acts of chivalry.
Chivalry.
Am I
Yeah,
saying it
you
right?
got it.
Okay. Like not just opening doors, but like
Opening legs.
no, like get home texts or
Being
like
a gentleman.
like gentleman-y things that like gives you your jacket if you're chilly or like little things like that. I also noticed I really like
Or makes you chilly if you're
But
cold.
that should just be
Yeah.
the standard for men.
yeah.
I think the issue is that LA guys, no offense, don't have manners, and that like people are raised right. That should be the norm.
But
What-
do LA girls have manners?
Boom.
I think I do. I'm allowed to
Drop
say
the
it.
mic.
I think I'm considerate when it comes to manners. What do you think?
What would you? So we know what the guys' tropes are. It's like, okay, open the door, like just traditional, open the door, pay, like be considerate. What do you think the girls should be?
I mean, I like to do most of the same stuff. Obviously, maybe I like to do everything that the guy does as well. Like I always like to offer. I always offer to pay. I like always want to help in whatever way, and then yeah. So I would say it's the same stuff. No.
I remember there was one boy in LA who you were paying for all of his stuff and you were starting to lose attraction to him though.
Yeah, but I think that's because me paying for stuff was tied to more traits about him and wasn't really just about me paying. Like I'm happy to, especially like if I'm making more money, I think that makes sense.
You'd be okay with a stay-at-home husband?
Yeah, like the issue is it's hard for me to be attractive to a person who would be a stay-at-home husband, but I think like having someone who cares for you and is there and helps you is really valuable, and it makes sense that okay, you're the breadwinner, but they're there for you emotionally and they try to help. So I think that balance is great if it works for you. Would you be attractive to?
I'm a rat.
Sorry,
She just said, "Would you be attractive?" I said, "I'm a rat."
I meant to say attracted to.
A woman? Yeah, I love
No,
women.
a woman who's let's say she's not as ambitious, but she is there for you.
Probably not. Well, I think there's different type of partners. You can have someone, because I'm very ambitious and I work a lot. So either you have a cheerleader, which is someone who's like greatly rooting you on and doesn't care that you're working all the time. Like it's still valuable.
Yep.
Or you have someone who's against that, that's just not going to work. Or you have someone that's equally ambitious, which I love. That way we have stuff to talk about. Like I don't have to see you 5 days out of the week. Like I could see you on a Saturday, like definitely see you on a Saturday. We have so much to talk about. Like so much to do. It's wonderful.
Zach is down for a relationship, but just one day of the week.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you
great.
just want a weekend wife.
Yeah, I think you just
No,
want,
not a
like-
weekend wife, but like I'm focused. I'm doing my thing. She's doing her thing, but there's no weirdness about it. We just come together, be like, oh, how was your week? I mean, we'll see each other at night, I'm sure, but like, there's no pressure of like, I haven't seen you that much this week.
Yes, you don't want
That
somebody
would
super
be nice,
clingy.
yeah.
I also think there's levels to it. Like I want to work. I love working and I want to be like that person to do that, very ambitious. But when I have kids and when we start a family, I want to stay home with the kids at that
I
time.
mean, yeah, it's a
So
whole other
like,
stage.
Yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
it's like, but then I would want to get back to working. So I think there's definitely levels to like that stay at home stage.
Well, let's say you find the stream person who is as ambitious as you are and working a ton, really successful, but wouldn't you feel like, I guess, like the deep connection of like whatever, being in love and having a partner, I feel like it'd be hard to find that if you're both constantly on the grind and like, but maybe not, but
Or what if that keeps the honeymoon phase going
yeah, I
because
agree.
you don't see each other that
That's
often?
what happened in my last relationship.
That's true, but you guys would
And
see
it
each other
worked
a lot,
out
though.
so
we
well.
were long distance. What do you mean we saw
Yeah,
each other
I
a
mean,
lot?
he'd come to our house all the time. I had to see him all the time.
He came over twice.
No, he lived with us. Like, oh my God. Also, I'm really excited for the Ouija board segment because we have a lot of stories from living in a haunted house. But when we lived in this haunted house, which was also a content house, he lived with us for like many months. So
What's the scariest story that you ever had?
One night, and all of the roommates.
this was the first week we moved into the house. Okay, wait.
And
let's
this
set
is
the
in LA.
backstory and then you
Okay,
tell
you
the story.
said it.
So when we first moved to LA, we moved into a content house. They all fail, spoiler. And it was the Weeknd's old house. It was the last house on the hills in Hollywood Hills. Obviously, Hollywood has a lot of like lure for like crazy shit that's happened. We heard rumors that someone died in our house and that's why it was cheaper. And it was definitely like kind of a glass house and like the house is The Weeknd sings about and like there's a lot of stuff really off about it. And we lived there with 2 other content creators with big personalities. And this is 1 week that we're living into the house.
So we are all in our bedrooms and we have a group
In
chat.
our beds.
And we start hearing footsteps in the house.
Nice.
We keep texting. There's no one home. We're all hearing footsteps at the same time. Then the lights start flickering in a really creepy pattern as you're hearing the footsteps. And then all of a sudden, the wireless speakers go off and like start saying these weird noises. And none of us knew what had
We're all
happened.
texting each other in a group chat, like, stop fucking with us. I'm
Yes.
like, Alex, don't prank us. And Alex is like, no, I thought you were. We text our 3rd roommate, our 4th. Everyone is literally like, I'm in my bed right now. And all this is going off. And I think later we all get out of our rooms and there was a lot of old shit in this house that we moved into from previous people who lived there, like old content houses. And there was this music box and it had moved. So that was the
I don't
first night.
fuck with music boxes.
You know, there was a lot of spooky shit in this house.
And then
Like,
we also had this guy who was staying at our house named Slicker.
who
Well,
went,
he ended
got
up
canceled
actually-
for scamming everyone.
Yeah, he was basically
didn't know.
scamming a lot of people. He kept asking me for
Slicker?
money. I
Yes,
didn't think
my-
much about
He
it.
asked us
Who
all
would
for
have
money.
thought that Slicker was
Yeah, I know. The
scamming
name
people?
is even gives scam artists.
But I think the ghosts were on our side because he was overstaying his welcome, and
we
was,
couldn't kick him out of our house. He was
couldn't,
staying with us for
yeah.
like 3 weeks, and we're like, when is Slicker moving away? But we were never home, so we just
And
it
then
wasn't
when
our
we'd
problem.
have friends over, he'd ask them for money as well.
Yeah, but he was in the shower one day, in the upstairs shower, and we had a friend there, Emma Langevin, who has like really distinct hair. It was like split in half. And he thought she was banging on the bathroom door, telling him to get out. And he like goes out and he sees Emma walking down the stairs. And then he goes and asks our friend and Emma, who were staying on the first floor, and he's like, why were you being such a bitch? Like, I was in the shower. Why are you banging? And she's like, that wasn't me. And he was like, I literally saw you. And like, he saw a woman. So sometimes the ghost would work on our favor by spooking the people we didn't like. But one time our roommate got so scared, he had this one tree where he was always smoking his cigarette, and he was the one night he was home alone, and he kept hearing like dragging sounds outside of his door, as if someone's like dragging boxes, and then his speakers were going off. And he went out to smoke a cigarette, and there was a little sign where he usually puts a cigarette and rolled the paper, and it said "get out." And then he booked a hotel that night. Was like, I'm done with the shit, and that was.
There was a sign that
There was
said
like a
"Get out."
tiny paper rolled up on the tree where he puts his cigarette. But I actually thought the ghosts were cool, and I kind of fucked with them, and I liked them.
Yeah,
But we
because you were
definitely-
never home.
Well, I sometimes had panic attacks, but not because of the ghosts. But I think they were on our side,
That's
to be
just
honest.
No,
That's a whole-
the stalker.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
and taking
had a
edibles.
stalker.
And it was terrible because
a
we lived in
scary
a
house.
glass house. So everyone, like, we had a security guard live with us for months. When I was home alone, I would walk around with like my stun gun and my taser because I was so scared because the house was so big and like everyone could see through the windows that when you'd go to the kitchen, like it's really cool, it's glamorous, but it's totally not livable. So yeah, I'd have.
I'm surprised you don't have more stalkers.
Yeah, me too.
Well, after that one, I tried to be really self-conscious. Not self-conscious, I don't know why I said that.
Self-aware.
Self-aware of, but it's not like it's much better. But being a streamer, you're extremely parasocial, which is a fun part of it because, like, I love talking shit all day long and talking to people, and I love meeting them too. But then it's also just extremely parasocial. Everyone thinks they're your friend, so it makes sense. But then we kind of stopped streaming. So there's like a couple things that I think led up to less stalkers. But yeah, actually, that was the only one. But he did follow me across the countries, and I had to get a 4-year restraining order and go to court with him. And he'd show up at my house all the time, and he'd leave notes on my car, and he'd follow me everywhere, and it was really scary.
Did he ever wear anything similar to what I'm wearing?
I think it would have worked in his. Maybe if he wore the rat suit, I'd be like, okay, you're committed. Fine, I'll be your girlfriend.
Yeah. Do you ever think maybe that was the one? That's the thing about
was like-
stalkers. They love you so much they don't
Yeah,
even know
they
you, and they're
do.
willing to give their life to you.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I think you need to find is he?
God, I don't want to encourage
He
the
kind of sounds
stalkers.
like a good guy. He was leaving you love notes.
He told
could
me
be
he
in
knew
our
my
bushes right
dad
now.
and
What?
Yeah,
He
he
what?
was honestly the most romantic person I ever saw. He'd get me little gifts all the time and leave them on my card.
So
Like,
he'd never try to harm you?
no one's ever thought about me. Yeah, I'm trolling. Huh?
Oh, so did he ever do anything scary, like show up in your bedroom or anything?
He left me a lot of notes, and the notes got really scary towards the end.
He'd show up at the front door.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he'd ring the doorbell. I'd call the police. all the time. But the worst thing about it, and like especially for females in Twitch, is that the police don't do anything, because unless they're like actually threatening to take your life or hurt you physically, you're like, oh, this guy's showing up and following me. And they're like, oh, well, there's no violent like signs, so we can't do anything about it. So it was really hard to even get the police to do anything about it.
Although I have heard that story a lot, but I actually think the police were helpful because
They were,
they came
in my
quickly
case.
and then they helped you get a
But that's
temporary restraining
because
order.
because I did have threats from him. That's my friends who have had the same scenarios but don't have enough evidence, even though this man's doing all this insane stuff, didn't get the same treatment. But I had enough evidence from his DMs that he did threaten to do crazy stuff to me.
How often do birds defecate?
They actually poop
what
pretty
does that-
often, but he knows to not poop on shoulders.
I'm surprised. No, if he really has to go, he'd poop.
No. He's never pooped on a shoulder. He's respectful.
How does he know that?
He's definitely
Will he
pooped
poop
on
on
me.
a head?
Yes.
Yeah, he pooped on my head.
He poops on hats. He'll poop if he's sitting on your knee, but for some reason, shoulders is where he becomes a gentleman.
He's been a good. I wish there was a word for the birds. The pirate's bird should have
Isn't it Petey?
a Petey. Is it?
Is
Is that
Pete-
it?
Yeah, Petey.
He's my Petey.
Oh,
Isn't it when bird poops on you? It's
oh
good
my
luck.
God, he's sleeping. I didn't even
thought.
know.
Melissa, I
Very
swear,
relaxed.
if you
Probably
like
chilling.
put a Stanley steamer on my
Has-
chest, I'm gonna be so mad.
Has he made you guys want to get a bird?
No.
Really? But he's been so nice and.
No, he's been very nice.
We
And
put
he's
him on your hairy leg.
Yeah, I think
He's
you
gonna
guys
poop
should
on your
have
ratness.
That's true.
Nah, it's
This is
okay.
your rat thing.
It's all your. It's fine. It's a gift.
I get to keep this.
Okay, corn dog or a rat? Or maybe. I actually think.
He's so comfortable.
Okay, I just want to put him on someone else's head. He brings Alex so much joy.
To be fair, Jared hasn't held him yet.
That's true.
I held him for a second
just-
on my finger,
He's got
and
a
then
lot
he
of
got off
bass
immediately.
up there.
Did you have any other segments before we wanted to do the Ouija?
Yeah, I had one where it's similar to Box of Lies on Jimmy Fallon. I made some objects. You have to either describe the
Oh, we did
object
this the other day actually.
to a T or lie, and the other people have to say whether you're
Oh,
lying
I'm
or not.
down.
We practiced this.
He's-
in
We did this the other day actually.
Yeah,
another
yeah,
video.
Oh,
Okay,
really?
Let me go get them.
Now, nothing I say can be clipped out of
Aha,
context.
I got it.
Holy
not
shit!
gonna-
I didn't even notice you had that on.
I trimmed the
Just
stash.
side note, the pedophilia question, we can put that one up.
Yeah, now we can say whatever we want because they can't cancel us because no one knows who we are. Okay, everyone, let's talk shit.
So the game is essentially you have an object or items in your box. You have to either describe them to a T.
I don't even know what the fuck this is. How am I supposed to know? Why are they bleeding? Who murdered them? Is this a metaphor? What
So
does this mean?
I assume she's telling the truth.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
either make up what's in the box or say truth what's in the box. And
So they're supposed to be weird.
Yes.
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Why would I lie though? Would I get points
We
if I
need
trick
to
them?
guess if you're lying or telling
I'm
the
a
truth.
terrible
Yeah.
liar.
So you want to either lie and then they think you're telling the truth, you get a point. So you want
Well,
to.
all I've talked about is murder. They don't
Well, you
know
could
what are
make
the
up a
objects.
lie and it could be different. Also, don't just change one detail. Make it different.
Okay, so it
enough.
has to be entire. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I assume there's blood.
It could be raspberry juice.
Andrea, can you try lying?
I don't understand what this is. I don't get this. Not my babies. I'm so confused.
So it's dead babies?
Okay. You can take it out of the box.
They're murdered peeps. This is so fucked up.
In front of Squeak.
I hate this game. This game sucks. I just want to be Adam Sandler. Yeah, I don't get this, but I kind of want to eat one of them. What is this? Red dye?
Yeah. Just
What
for
was this
coloring.
supposed to represent? Peeps that were like, what is the meaning of
mothers-
this?
It's just
Babies were
something
killed.
weird.
And that's why she's saying
Is that
not
what
my
it
babies.
is?
Yes,
Is this
her
a
head
mo-
is cut off. Look at it.
This is so sad. This is so sad.
You're trying
Well,
to
it's
tell
so
them?
supposed to be so off-putting that people might not believe it.
That makes sense. You should have told me that. I would have tried to. Okay, let's move on.
Because like when you look at it, you're like,
I do like
so we have what we have here is
Oh,
know.
okay. I don't like this.
Okay.
I don't want to look at this anymore.
Oh, that went well.
Your hat. Now you're Moses.
Oh my god. Sorry. I'll
All right, you
try
wanna
that
give me the
harder
box?
next time.
Yeah, give Zach the.
There we go.
Squeak.
Is this considered bestiality if you
you
start
on my
stomping
head?
Zach's head?
He's humping me?
No,
He has a mating dance.
Oh,
does,
no.
but he's not
He's
doing it. Don't
dancing
worry.
right now.
Oh, I saw one thing in it.
Okay.
Okay, Alex
But
can't.
only one thing. Okay, I won't guess.
Okay, let's see how good.
Okay,
Zach
so
is at-
I either lie or tell the truth.
Yeah.
And then you guys decide whether I'm lying or telling the truth, except for Alex, because she's a big fat cheater.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Pretty
Exactly.
much.
It looks like a series of cantaloupe.
He's lying.
Don't look
Final
at me
answer
like
or
that.
no?
Final answer.
Okay. Is it? So
Wait.
you don't want me to continue?
No,
No,
continue.
continue.
A series of cantaloupe with googly eyes and what looks like a small dog. But
Is there
it's halfway
anything-
inside a cantaloupe.
The dog is inside the cantaloupe.
Yeah.
And the cantaloupe has googly eyes.
Well, some of them.
So there's multiple.
Some of them are cyclopses, and some of them, the googly eyes have definitely fallen off. But it's definitely a dog now because it is a Monopoly piece that is stuck halfway in. But the head first. So I guess it
This is such
could be a cat.
fucked up game.
This is so tough. Because you have an imagination that can run wild.
That's true.
That's why I went with telling the truth.
Are you telling the truth? No. Okay.
His
you know what? Fine.
mouth
Fine.
flinched when he said that. He
My
went
mouth will, but that was calculated.
Fine. I'll go. You're telling the truth. I'll trust you.
I wasn't.
I knew it.
Can you show
It
it?
was Sprinkle City, population, weird pastry with
lift
tickets
the
in
plate. How'd you come up with the cantaloupe and dogs?
it. Because I eat cantaloupe
Wow.
every day, so I thought you'd know that. So we thought you'd think that we had cantaloupe.
Oh.
That was really specific.
And I don't know what this is. Like, I don't know what tickets.
Tickets.
Or
Wait,
in the
what is
picture.
that supposed to represent?
Nothing. It's just
Oh,
things
it's
that,
just crazy.
Yeah.
Child abuse. and art
I thought,
form.
well, you created a murder scene over
When
here.
you come up with these, Alyssa, are you looking at inspiration or you're just pulling?
All right, everybody close their eyes when she gets the next one.
I'm more interested in the creative
All right,
process
Jared, you got the
for
next
this
one.
game.
I got the next one.
We should have a
Well,
punishment for the
again, he
loser.
can
Whoever
fly.
loses at this game.
Brother, you didn't know how the game worked.
Well, I'm
And I
confident.
couldn't play the last one.
Also, you
Okay,
look
yeah.
like someone who I wouldn't want to be stuck in a room with. You look like your hands get a little dicey around your
They are
nephews.
always dicey. Oh, never mind.
He's going to tell the truth.
Okay. It's a plate with a bunch of words that say, help me, get me out, get me out. Lots of help me and get me out. And then there's there's a grapefruit wrapped inside of a condom that also has the word help me.
Where'd
on
you get
there.
the condom?
That's what I want to know. It's a very thin
What
condom.
brand is the condom?
I can't tell. It's just very thin. It honestly kind of looks a little old.
I say nothing.
I'm going to go with lie.
Me too.
Okay, I'll say truth.
Okay, it was a lie,
Yeah.
but it was a banana inside there. I only changed the fruit because I couldn't.
Well, that's
Damn it,
Oh,
I
it's a
should have
yeah,
just
a
gone with the
grapefruit and a
truth.
condom.
I thought you had to make it more blatant lie.
Yeah, me too, but he's a corn dog. Yeah, there's not much we
Jared,
can do.
you are
I'm not
so
a good-
bad at lying.
I'm
It was-
bad at
It was
lying.
really funny. You were struggling from the beginning.
I should have
Like,
just gone with the
it's,
truth. Is that
great.
Squeak?
Oh,
Yeah.
he's calling me.
He's talking. No, let him squeak. That's why his name is Squeak, because that's all he knows how to do. These are disgusting.
Alyssa, I mean, this is beyond fucked up.
Where'd you get the
Help me.
condom?
Stole my condom for that.
You don't use condoms.
Yeah, Skylar's not
I'm
using it
honestly
anyway.
just more impressed with Alyssa after this.
Yeah, these are horrifying.
I think she's the most impressive out of all of us.
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just trying to decide what way to go with this.
I think the beard is like to your advantage.
Honestly,
Because you
yeah.
can't see if like you're smiling or not.
Well, she's a poker player. She's
Oh,
a very good
true.
bluffer.
God damn
She
it.
can lie. So I bet she's.
My eyes are closed.
So there are two pieces of bread, and one of them has a smiley face. The other has cherries.
That's it?
That's all.
That's-
That's going on. In
What's
that
the
box.
smiley face made out of?
It's made out of Tic Tacs.
Oh, I
was
did see
specific.
Tic Tacs in the
That was
kitchen
specific.
earlier.
I think she would have said something like icing, but Tic Tacs is pretty specific.
But did she see me eat Tic Tacs? 'Cause I did eat 2 earlier, and I can't
I
remember.
did see Tic Tacs in your kitchen, actually.
But yeah, I saw the Tic Tacs in the kitchen.
And some of them were missing.
What's on the second bread?
I do love
Again?
Tic Tacs.
And the second bread is cherries.
Like fresh cherries or jammed cherries?
Do they look popped by chance?
They're cherries that are red, and that's all I can tell you guys.
Based on the Tic Tac thing, I'm gonna go.
Hold on. What
uh,
type of bread?
Well, I can't tell you because I don't know what kind of bread you have in your kitchen.
Damn.
Specifically,
she's thinking
it's the bread that's
ahead.
in
This is
your
making
box.
my head really itchy.
It's bread that you could put things on top of. It's sliced.
Okay, sliced bread.
What color are the Tic Tacs?
Well, you're using the knowledge of what's in it.
Can't say.
Yes,
Yeah, I
you
don't
can.
think
You're looking at them.
They're a color I think is interesting flavor.
Interesting. Like it's off the beaten path.
I could be saying they're a colorful one and not a white one.
What do you have against whites?
The color that you were eating earlier, or it could have been exactly.
So you
what's
did
on
know
it.
I was eating them earlier.
Well, because you told me.
I just don't remember having cherries. Is the real problem.
The
here.
cherries are the kicker.
Yeah, I don't
But the
remember.
Tic Tacs, though, they're so
These
specific.
teeth are so tickly.
Yeah, my head's getting itchy. I don't know how you guys have been wearing this shit all day long.
If Alex saw me eat the Tic Tacs,
Oh, my God.
then it's a good lie. But if she didn't,
Such a calculated wizard.
I'm just going to go with truth. I can see her eyes.
I'll go with lie just to be.
I'll go with
Different.
lie because I think she'd want to flex on all of us.
Oh, hey, I was telling the truth.
Fuck
it.
yeah.
That's what I kind of figured.
Tic
You didn't
Tacs
know
for
I
the
ate
win.
Tic Tac, right?
No.
Okay, it was you, wasn't it?
No, I just saw them in the kitchen. I didn't know you were.
Don't look. I don't like opening my eyes and seeing you.
Lift your mic up.
Now you know what we
I
feel
like
like.
to come up with stuff, but then I realize I don't know exactly what you have
beat
in
the
your
hell out of
kitchen. So
Yeah.
that's tough.
Oh, that's hard.
So the only thing I
you
could
guys
make
have
up
an
with
edge.
is the food I gave Squeak.
Can we Ouija board now?
No, I don't want to touch the Ouija board. I'm scared.
You can Ouija board all you want.
Okay, thank you guys. We're gonna do the Ouija board on. We'll do it on the after school special on
Ouija
Patreon.
time.
So jump over to the Patreon if you want to call or text us. Obviously, become Village Idiots on our Patreon tier, and we've been FaceTiming. We've been doing the whole thing.
This week we are shouting out Jonathan, Purple Wolf Beats, Patty Cruz, Abby, and Diego Madrid. Shout out to the Village Idiots. Stay tuned to hear your name next week.
Yo.